Hello, this is Dr. J back with some more Let's Play Super Famicom Wars. Once again, recording Thursday night before I post this. Continuing to be very busy. I've been studying for a certification that I have to get for my job. And I'm hoping that once I've done that, things won't be quite so frantic for me anymore, but we'll see. So the one CO we have yet to play as is Mr. Yamamoto, so we shall play as him. It's quite the laugh you have, Mr. Yamamoto. And our opponent is going to be Billy Gates. So I do believe that the consensus among my commenters seems to be that these two are roughly evenly matched. So we should not be fighting with an overwhelming advantage. We'll have exceptionally good units, and our opponent is going to be building stuff out the wazoo. So we'll see how that goes for us. I'm not expecting an easy match. I'm not going to turn Fog of War on for this one. We're not going to turn it on every time or anything, just because we've had it on once. But I'll turn it on now and then. We'll go ahead and turn on Level Up and Domination. I think we were on Triple Puzzle or 3 Puzzle Island or whatever. Puzzle Trio. Well, I was kind of right. It was about puzzles and the number 3. So let's jump into it. Oh. Mr. Yamamoto's theme starts out pretty badass, doesn't it? Oh yeah, this is pretty cool sounding. Oh, suddenly it got goofier. Yeah, it started out real badass, and then it got, I don't know, silly? So what is Billy Gates' little portrait in the lower right like? Okay, we got a glimpse of it, but we didn't get to see it for very long. So when you board these, it takes a turn, but I feel like I did that on a airfield and it didn't take a turn? Am I crazy? Actually, before I do this, this is an experiment. So in order to not screw myself a little bit, I'm actually going to make a save state here. I don't think this is cheating because I'm experimenting. I want to see what happens. Am I crazy in remembering that if I board an infantry onto a chopper while it's on the airfield, it does not take the chopper's turn? Okay, I'm crazy. I made that up completely. It's not a thing. Okay, now that we realize that, let's reload. I suspected that my memory was lying to me, which is the whole reason that I made that save state. Will that work? Can you move on? Okay, no. Glad I checked that as well. Oh, right, and you can only board on clear terrain anyway. Oh, I'm petting my cat, and she has some weird things in her fur. Like she somehow managed to get something in her fur and it crystallized. I'm gonna have to cut that out later. Oh, Jolene, how did you manage to do that, you silly girl? Ah, we can save some time by loading them while the choppers have already used up their turn. See? See, I'm thinking. Hiya, indeed. Alright, I think that'll do in terms of men and choppers for now. I think next I'd better save up for vehicles and landers. Because I'm going to need more than just dudes to secure this central island. Okay, Billy Gates' portrait is hilarious, just like everybody else's. That's quite the fancy black uniform he's got. He used his daddy's money to buy himself some kind of elite special forces officer uniform. Oh, he's already getting a lander and some vehicles. Right, because he's freaking loaded, so he's... It's going to be a challenge dealing with somebody with that kind of money. It's going to be interesting. We'll see if our ridiculously overpowered units sufficiently compensate for that. Actually, tell you what, land here. Is this port close enough to my headquarters that capturing it, that I could build vessels out of it? I think not. I think that it's too far away, but we'll capture it and find out. Oh, right, it already has a dude in it. Okay. Okay, now the theme got really cool again. There's like a couple of different tones, like emotional tones to Mr. Yamamoto's theme. It varies between being this wholesome, adventurous thing that a lot of the themes have, and this like actual badass military heroes theme. It kind of varies between the two. Whereas Billy Gates's is just pure wholesome adventurousness all the way around. Oh, right, there's that problem too. He already has a B-copter. Maybe I should make a fighter. His B-copter would be helpless against that. Okay, well he didn't put anything that's scary on his lander, so that's good. In fact, he's lagging behind me in terms of getting troops onto the island, so that's good. He's way ahead of me in terms of building tons of scary units, though. We're going to be dealing with that a lot in this fight, I'm sure. Actually, I'm going to temporarily turn animations off for this early stage, because there's going to be a lot of non-action-y stuff going on, and we don't need all of it animated. I'm sure that this is going to be a very long match anyway. We don't need to... Okay, I put that guy in a stupid place. We don't need to make it even longer than it has to be by having all this stuff be fully animated. Oh, dang it. I was... I'm being an idiot again. That is not one of the choppers that has a guy in it. That's another thing I miss from Advance Wars, where you have little icons directly on your units telling you whether there's a guy on them or not. My brain just tells me lies about hit points and whether my transports have units in them if I don't have the UI just giving me that information. My brain just makes stuff up, and what it makes up is often not accurate. So it's not ideal. And I'm not playing this game often enough to overcome those bad habits because I'm only having time to play it once a week. We're definitely at an early game disadvantage with all the crap that he can crank out like this. If anything, my money is on that Billy Gates may be the most powerful CO in the game, even more than Mr. Yamamoto, but we haven't gotten to see just how powerful Mr. Yamamoto's units are yet, so who knows, maybe they're so strong that it compensates for the fact that Billy Gates can make just ridiculous numbers of units non-stop. We'll see. Aw, can I load a guy if it's on that? I'm guessing no. Nope. I don't think the guys can go on the pier. No, it counts as C. Well, it was an experiment. Well, I'll have 2 medium tanks once I have enough money for a lander, which is going to be just nothing compared to all the stuff Billy Gates is making. Good lord. This is slightly terrifying. Colin's got nothing on this kid. Yeah, Billy Gates may be the true super boss of this game. The fact that he and Caroline are both rated 4 stars is obvious nonsense. Billy Gates is clearly so much more powerful than Caroline that giving them the same star value is just total garbage. I don't think the devs had a clue. Yeah, I can't build it that one. I didn't think I'd be able to. Now this airport will be useful for refueling our aircraft that we send to the front. I'm already like getting unpromising vibes about how this fight is going to go, given the insane amount of stuff that Billy Gates is cranking out. We'll see. Alright, is there anybody I haven't moved? I don't think so. How did you get this stuff in your fur, cat? Good lord. Having to cut this out of your fur later is going to be a pain. Okay, he built a striker, which will be inferior to my fighter for air-to-air. My god, it's terrifying. Look at this. Look at this. This is madness. Did the devs seriously not realize how unbelievably overpowered it is to get an extra 10,000 credits every turn? Or gold, I guess, is what it is, but that's so silly. I'm never going to properly internalize that the unit here is gold. But I don't know, apparently all these economies never left the gold standard. Maybe they're much smarter than we are, who knows? Alright. You already dropped your duder off. What do I want next? I may want more air units. Maybe another fighter. Maybe some bombers. Gosh, I don't even know. I'm feeling more and more in despair about my ability to... Oh, you have a dude. Sigh. About my ability to resist the non-stop hordes of Billy Gates. Let's get another couple infantry for starters. No, you don't need more money, Billy Gates. You don't. Alright, fine. That's economically advantageous for me if you sacrifice a B-copter to damage an infantry. Soon I think we'll turn animations back on as the true battle begins. Alright, if you're worth anything, Mr. Yamamoto, your fighters should be able to one-shot a B-copter. Alright, we can't build anything from this, so you might as well refuel on it. Excellent. And we laugh maniacally. Okay. Give me some bombers, I think. Okay. You're all fueled up. Get another couple dudes. I think action economy is going to be real important against this terrifying army. Alright, go ahead and start bottlenecking this. Yep, we're about to meet that huge army. Let's hope our super elite troops are up to the task of fighting while so outnumbered. Let's see what to save up for next. More ground units or more bombers and fighters? Hard to say. Your move, Billy. He's very excitable, as are most of the COs. In his little portrait there. Go, go! That heavy he's got there is frightening. Oh, is that a cruiser or a battleship? I have not yet really internalized what the different naval units look like. Okay, he just never stops building unbelievable amounts of everything. It's terrifying. It's a battleship, of course it is. What else would it be? How could it not be a battleship? Good lord. We may not win this match. I'm just throwing that out there. Okay, 2 of these have guys in them. I don't think either of them can land anywhere. Well, I mean, this one definitely can't. Wait, yes, nope, he can't. This one can, though. How much have you got? How much fuel have you got? Oh, you're low. You better refuel, I think. Let's get another bomber. I'm not sure I want to throw this guy to his death. That heavy tank, I'm sure, would have words. Don't want to carelessly put my fighter in range of his anti-air either. Should be safe there, because the anti-air shouldn't be able to move over the mountains. I do want to threaten his striker, try to scare it off with my fighter. Alright. I might want some heavies of my own. They're so costly. Alright, battle is joined. Okay, so Mr. Yamamoto's units are not invincible. Strong as they may be, infantry still fare quite poorly against tanks. Oh, you want to sacrifice a striker to my fighter to finish off infantry. Even Mr. Yamamoto cries when he loses a unit. All these COs care so much about their troops. Or they're just throwing a childish tantrum when they lose. You know, take your pick. Take your pick. Probably varies from one CO to the next. Let's not forget that battleships are anti-air in this version of Wars, which is... I mean, sure, battleships could shoot at air. That's true. So I don't have a problem with it, I guess, but... I do have a problem with the fact that they shoot at air units with their main guns, which is ridiculous. At least shoot with flak cannons or something. Oh, Wars. Such a silly series. Okay. Well, like I said, you want to make this sacrifice? Thanks, I appreciate it. It'll... When you just throw away your units like this, it'll help make up for the, Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. That was some good demonstration of the power of Mr. Yamamoto. It'll help make up for the fact you have so much more money and when you spend it so foolishly. Oh, yeah, look at that. That should be an even fight, but instead we had 5 hit points left and he had 1? Okay. Mr. Yamamoto's troops truly are super elite. Wow. That'll help. This will help to make up for the fact that Billy Gates just makes ungodly amounts of units. Ours are legitimately a lot more powerful. Okay, in that case, wasn't really a big difference. But still. Do I want to sacrifice this guy? Just to sort of slow him down a little bit? Maybe, maybe. I'm starting to feel like maybe it's not as hopeless as it appeared, but we'll see, we'll see. Let's not jump to premature conclusions of any kind. The arrival of a bomber should help. Yeah, he's got too much stuff for me to try a cheeky rear drop, I think. I don't think that would go well. Oh, right, I already loaded a guy into this one. Let's get another fighter to the front. I have a feeling lots of air units may be a good answer here, too. In fact, let's build 2 of them. Let's go for some true air superiority here. It's worked out well for us in the past. Just a moment. My cat is shedding, and the amount of fur she gets on everything is kind of unbelievable. Just had to blow some fur off my keyboard. So it can waft in the air and land on who knows what. So we're kind of acting a little bit like Sensei here with all the para-dropping we're doing with helicopters. I am aware that there is an implication that Sensei is Mr. Yamamoto. There's references like he used to be quite the CO back in the day. So it's entirely possible that the Wars developers have that connection in mind. So it's a completely valid fan theory. It's not one I care for too much myself. The reason is, Sensei's a paratrooper specialist. Mr. Yamamoto is not. Mr. Yamamoto's ability, if anything, most closely resembles Kanbei's. There's nothing about him that's a paratrooper and helicopter specialist. So, in terms of his abilities, there's not really any kind of connection. There's also not much of a physical resemblance at all. I mean, they're both old, although Sensei does look even substantially older even than Mr. Yamamoto does. But Sensei is sort of thin yet paunchy. Kind of skinny fat, as the saying goes. Whereas Mr. Yamamoto just looks like this big, broad-shouldered kind of dude. At least that's the impression that I get from his portrait, which granted you don't get a full body shot, but just from the way his portrait looks, he kind of has that appearance. I guess we'll be able to slightly confirm or deny that a little bit more once we see his full portrait when we fight against him. Although they're so cartoony looking, you have to take it with a grain of salt. Now, I do know that because Sensei is even older than Mr. Yamamoto by a substantial amount, you can make the argument that his appearance just changed a lot, so that's true. The fact that there's not really much of a physical resemblance between them doesn't prove that one isn't the other. But between that and the fact that they're just don't share any abilities in common, that's why I'm not that enamored of the idea that Sensei is Mr. Yamamoto, purely on the basis of the remark that he used to be quite the CO back in his day. I don't think there's anything wrong with the theory. It's just, unless the developers ever confirm that that is definitely supposed to be the case, I'm going to operate on the assumption that they're not the same person. Okay. I think we should be safe to move the bomber here and do some damage to this heavy. I do think that so far we are employing legitimately better tactics than Billy Gates. And that combined with Mr. Yamamoto's units indeed being extremely overpowered is helping. It's helping make up for the crazy amount of stuff that Billy Gates gets to build. Alright, this M tank is obviously pretty messed up, so I think I'm going to bring it back to a city for repairs. I will say, variations in tone within the same song aside, Mr. Yamamoto's theme is very cool. I'm a fan. It's fun to listen to. You're low on fuel, but conveniently there's an airport right here. Now, this battleship is probably going to start firing at some of my air units. I'm hoping that I can get this bomber in and start messing it up. Because having to deal with a battleship on top of everything else is going to be a pain. We don't need that bombarding my guys with artillery, you know, naval artillery shots while we're fighting the hordes of Billy Gates. Let's see. Let's get a heavy. And a light. There. Opposite ends of the spectrum. And then just for action economy, let's get another couple dudes. Let's do this. I'm just going to leave my fighter here for now. If the battleship's going to shoot at either the fighter or the bomber, I'd rather have it shoot at the fighter. Oh, alright. Wow, he's got a fighter and bomber combo too. Your move, Billy. Oh, okay, he's going for that bomber. Okay, that's not great. It's not great to take that much damage, for sure. But he didn't kill it. And he doesn't have anything in range that can finish it off, so... Alright, his bomber got cold feet and is running away. There's another striker. Considering that they're really expensive and get their clock cleaned by fighters, I'm not so sold on strikers. I mean, they look cool. And I understand in theory the utility of an air unit that's good against air and ground, but it just seems better to go with the specialty units. Like so. Hello, Mr. Battleship. Good day to you, sir. Meet Mr. Bomber. That's not great, is it? Still feel like bombers maybe should do a little better than that against battleships. You know, maybe 5 instead of 4. And I mean, that was with the fact that Mr. Yamamoto's units are super OP. I feel like it should probably do 5... At a minimum, it should do 4 damage without needing to be a Mr. Yamamoto unit. Let me put it that way. But that's just grousing and nitpicking, so I'm not actually particularly upset about it or anything. And considering how expensive battleships are, it's probably well balanced that they're resilient, so gameplay-wise, maybe it's fair that bombers don't utterly annihilate them, even if in terms of realism they probably should do a bit more damage than they do. We don't play these games for realism. There we go. With the terrain advantage, that went well. Doesn't really look anything like forest. Looks like you're just fighting from plains. So, Mr. Yamamoto, how do you do when it's 8 versus 10? Will it be an even exchange? Wow! I need to check again. Had I already damaged that light tank? Or... Oh, it's a light and this is a medium. That's why it went so well. I was thinking that seemed too good. Okay, it's because it was medium versus light. Fair enough, fair enough. Good lord, the amount of fur all over everything. Yeah, okay. That's fair. We had the much stronger unit there. Let's see. That is an artillery. Well, we're keeping his air units at bay with our fighters, so that's good. I feel like I could probably use another bomber. I still really like that there's even loading animations and the amount of detail put into the lander loading animation. I think that's really cool. Gosh! Oh, right. Sorry. It's not that he can't load onto it because it had a dude and I just missed that. It's because I was stupid and didn't put it on clear terrain. I derped. That's on me. Well, I mean, it would have been on me either way, but that's arguably even more on me. Well, onward, men. Infantry flood for the win. It's turned into an interesting fight, for sure. I'm starting to think maybe Billy Gates and Mr. Yamamoto really are pretty evenly matched after all. Oh, that sucks. Now, granted, I do think I'm playing better than the AI, so it's not like we have two evenly matched opponents in terms of their tactics and strategy. We have to keep that in mind while comparing performances here. But certainly we're not getting utterly overwhelmed and crushed. It seems like it's fairly even. So maybe Mr. Yamamoto's... Okay, well that sucks really badly, actually. Now I have no bombers left, essentially. That's actually a huge problem. So maybe I have to take back what I said on a number of levels. First of all, tactically, Billy has just had a pretty good turn, I think. Has really caused me some problems shooting down my bombers like that. And secondly, now that I don't have any bombers to continue messing up his battleship, the situation... Well, I think we still have the advantage here, but less so than we did. Wow, the amount of fur. My cat is very long-haired, and so when she sheds, it's kind of insane. Oh well, I can build replacements. Why did I do that? I wanted a bomber. Why did I go B-copter? What the hell was that, brain? What were you... What? That's just total brain malfunction. I don't even know what was going on there. That's irritating. It's like my... I just completely did not even do what I intended to do, and I have no explanation for it. Just complete malfunction between brain and fingers. That's actually very irritating. That legitimately causes me tactical problems that I built a B-copter and not a bomber there. Oh well, what can you do? Oh, I also forgot to check... God damn it. Sorry, I usually try not to curse much in my streams. But, I forgot to check hit points again. I didn't realize that fighter was damaged. A lot of frustrating things going on right now, and they're completely my fault, but that doesn't make them less frustrating. Does not make it less frustrating just because it's me derping out like crazy. There. And you guys will probably die, but that's fine. I just need you to get out of the way so the fresh troops can get in here. You were as useless as you could possibly be. You did not even die, which would have been more useful than surviving with 1 hit point. Good lord. Kill this thing. Everything's going wrong. Yeah, cry. Cry, you little rich daddy's boy. Get out of here. Get screwed, Billy. One hit point. Just throw your life away. Just take a hit. Alright, everyone else is full. You have 1 repair left to go. Let's see. You have nothing on you. You've got decent fuel. You have nothing on you. You've got decent fuel. Alright, let's get some reinforcements in there. Irritated at myself for all the mistakes I made over the last turn. Let's try to make up for it by not repeating such irritating mistakes. Let's actually get a bomber next turn for starters, good lord. In fact, go here. Anything that I should move. You're now worthless. I can try to have you repair. I'm sure the battleship will just shoot it down next turn, which will be very frustrating, but what can you do? We lost a lot of money in bombers that have gotten shot down. Losing a lot of money is not good when your opponent is Billy Gates. You need to be at a financial advantage. Yep, that was the obvious move for him to make. Maybe I should make a submarine. Might be a more economical way of dealing with this problem. Is that a heavy or a medium? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, he's built his own sub. He's a step ahead of me, it seems. Okay, good. Took a hit for me from the enemy tank. Well done. Your life served a purpose. Or, well, at least your death served a purpose. Yep, that's fine. He likes his strikers. I think if anything, that's to my advantage. My fighters always make mincemeat of them. Okay. Get in there. He's probably just gonna wreck it, too. I really need a sub. Which means I can't afford a bomber this turn, but I think the sub is gonna deal with the battleship better, to be honest. That battleship's been a huge problem, even more so than I thought. It's just been enormously irritating. Big thorn in my side. You useless thing that I didn't even mean to build. Your life serves no purpose. Oh, you're gonna crash. Well, I was not paying attention to your fuel. Well done to me. Alright, you're full now. 4 and 10. Interesting that Billy Gates still refused to initiate that bite. Alright, you get out of the way. You know what? You get out of the way too. I'm actually going to move you to here. You're going to retreat for repairs. You guys are going to create a buffer. You're gonna chase his bomber. Or you could shoot at this. Although I think the AA could get at it, so maybe not. Yeah, go down here and harass his bomber. I like that plan. Well, how much fuel have you got? 64 seems like plenty. After moving out 55. Okay, so it's just one per space moved. There we go. That went very well for us. Seems like there's a lot of variance while I'm fighting with Mr. Yamamoto. Sometimes I have an overwhelming advantage, and other times only a small advantage, it seems like. Sure, why not? Well, how much fuel have you got? 65, maybe you should fuel up first. You have a dude, you're about to die. Okay. I have a feeling this may be a two-parter. This is probably going to take a while. That's fine. Their entire purpose is to just stand there and take hits. They're 1,000 a pop, so they're very expendable. That is not what I expected you to shoot with your battleship. I think that was very stupid, Billy. I expected you to shoot the bomber. That would have been a lot smarter. What are you thinking? Yeah, that was a terrible move on his part. I did not realize that was in range. No, I sure didn't. I super did not realize that was in range. This is a very interesting fight, though. Very back and forth, not a face roll either way. Some wins for him, some wins for me. Interesting comparative advantages where he can just crank out such unbelievable amounts of stuff. versus me having much more powerful units. It's a very interesting matchup all around, actually. Well, I'm going to exploit that mistake you just made, Billy. Can I finish it? No, but it's pretty useless now. Well, you'd better retreat. You should probably scare off the air units up here. Finish him. Excellent. This is a light, right? No, it's a medium. Then let's kill it with the heavy. Beautiful. Yeah, Mr. Yamamoto's units are so powerful. I see what commenters mean when they say it's hard to tell whether Billy Gates or Mr. Yamamoto's better. Because sure, Billy can make tons of stuff, but it's just paper compared to Mr. Yamamoto's units. It's just crazy how powerful these are. Look at that! Holy crap! Wow. So, I was pretty terrified when I saw just how much stuff Billy Gates was building, but I'm feeling a lot more confident in our ability to handle it now. At some point I'm going to want a cruiser too, because I know he built a submarine. Let's get a heavy and another bomber this turn. I'll find a use for you, B-Copter, even if I did build you by mistake. Alright, yeah, this is going okay. Maybe we could even finish it this video after all. Though if there is going to be any hope of that, I'm probably going to have to turn off animation soon. Unfortunate, but now he's got that artillery parked there. We're going to take some hits. There's no way around it. I think he just sacrificed his chopper to my fighter. So, you know, losing a tank isn't great, but it was just a light. I'm happy to trade a light tank for a battle copter. Oh, I don't know if that was the AI's intention, but he just blocked me with that move. Interesting. What do you think you're doing? You're not gonna... No, you're not gonna take that. What are you doing? Cheeky git. Honestly, though, the battle is still so intense that I kind of don't want to turn the animations off yet, but I feel like maybe I should in order to have any chance of finishing this map in one video. Alright, alright. Well, maybe one more turn with them on. It's just so fun. I mean, I know that retreating his battleship would have been futile anyway. It's not going to get away from my bomber, but I'm a little surprised he didn't even try. Oh well. Itadakimasu. Finally, this thorn in my side is destroyed. Excellent. I sunk his battleship. Beautiful. Okay, 7 left. Can you one-shot an infantry at 10? With a medium tank at 7? I bet you can. No, no. Oh, I don't think we've seen that particular portrait of Mr. Yamamoto's, or at least not very much. That smug half smile. I kind of liked it. There went from smug half smile to that uproarious maniacal laughter. He has a huge mouth, does Mr. Yamamoto. Punishment for your cheeky attempt. What made you think this was going to work, Billy? How dare you survive with 1 hit point? Alright, how are you in terms of fuel? 36, refuel then. I should maybe refuel these choppers just so I don't have another one crash on me. That was quite embarrassing. Let's try not to forget to refuel the choppers, although I fear I probably will. I should get a cruiser soon. What's your deal? You do not have a duder. Go ahead and refuel. Actually, I'm going to load up a guy, just a regular dude on this transport, so I can move it out next turn and build a cruiser here. I could just build the cruiser here, though, I suppose. Why not? There. Oh, 5. Alright, you two might as well join. You've got a ways to finish repairing. Alright, I'm going to turn off animations now, just for the sake of time. I'm not at all tired of watching them and enjoying them, but we've got a schedule to keep here. Ideally, I'd like to finish this in the next half hour if I can. If we go a half hour and the map is still nowhere near done, I'm just going to have to make it a 2-parter. I've got other stuff to do tonight. We'll see if I can finish it in the next 30 minutes or maybe 40 at the most. And it'll be another another 1 video map. Oh, interesting. How dare you finish off my fighter. I should probably build another fighter, huh? My fighter squadrons are quite depleted at this point. And I don't have much else in the way of anti-air. In fact, I think I got nothing, so... You have 8. 8 versus 8 is advantageous for us while we're Mr. Yamamoto. Good. Better than nothing. Alright, this M tank is close to death. Actually, if I join them, I'll have exactly 1 full M tank. Let's do that. I hate to put you in range of the artillery, but... In fact, maybe I don't have to? I can't quite get at this infantry with 2 of my own. We'll just have to start weakening them up. His AA will eat this infantry up, but Well, let's give him multiple targets to worry about anyway. Infantry are cheap and expendable. I don't really see much value in offering this up to his AA, unless I can hurt his artillery substantially with it. That could be worthwhile. I'm guaranteed to lose that chopper, though. How much can I hurt his artillery with this move? Enough to be worthwhile? Let's find out. I'm going to say that's a yes. I've basically just rendered it useless. I should have maybe killed his T-copter, but whatever. I am not going to forget to refuel you. Okay, yeah, I could use another fighter, I think. Need to reclaim that definitive air superiority. Then I'm going to want to refuel you. Maybe another guy for those two helis. You drop off the reinforcements. Reinforcements have arrived. See, these guys on this island here are having their own little command and conquer game. And they just heard Eva saying reinforcements have arrived, and then the LST shows up and drops off the heavy tank. Hey, you didn't even one-shot him. Yeah, it took you two tanks to do that. Weakling. Didn't quite one-shot him. His artillery is running like a coward. Oh, I should have taken that into account. I guess that's the value of a striker. That just really wrecked my heavy. Okay. I think he built a cruiser as well, didn't he? Yeah. I don't think subs can shoot each other? Yes, they can. My cruiser wasn't even really necessary then. Don't know why I built it. Oh well, you exist, so go do something. Well, yep, my heavy just took a beating, unfortunately. Striker's at full, my fighter's at 6. That doesn't sound as though it's likely to go well, but do what you can. Ah, that didn't go so bad. Power of Mystery Yamamoto. Good. Alright, we can get that M tank up here where it can be scary. Let's get yet another fighter. I want to finish off this T-copter too. Its presence irritates me. What next? Maybe a couple of lights to put on the lander. Oh, I could only afford one. Silly me, yeah. I was thinking that they're half as expensive as they really are, which I don't know why I was thinking that. Or should I attack the AAs? Maybe. Try to make the skies friendlier for my my bombers. Okay, yeah, we took it out. We one-shotted it, so that's good. Excellent. Okay, I think that was a good call. There. Give them something to keep thinking about. If I can keep them busy here taking pot shots at my infantry so my bombers can get down there and start wrecking them, I think that'll be good. It's going pretty well, I think. Thinking massive air force might be the answer again. Anytime you've got all this island hopping, I feel like that's a faster answer than lots of landers and tanks. The lazy man's answer. Interesting how his transport chopper is just hanging out there instead of heading back to his territory. He's got a lot of artillery that would be awfully scary if they were on the central island and would be very helpful for him. He's leaving them back on his own island where they're fairly useless, so big blunder on his part, the way he's using those. Or not using them, as the case may be. There we go. Whatever. That'll have to do for now. There, you finished the job. Oh, let's actually watch some cruiser action. We haven't seen the cruisers do much of anything. I think we saw, what, one cruiser battle, maybe? Cruisers seem terrible in this game. There we go. They're probably better in Fog of War, because I think they have good vision in Fog of War, but outside of that scenario, they seem fairly terrible. I mean, yeah, they're sub-hunters, so there's some value in that. They can attack helicopters, but the fact that they can't even attack, like, airplanes is fairly awful. Pretty lame. Actually, hang on. Probably want to mess up his H-tank. There we go, that was great. Excellent. How does an M-tank fare against a B-copter? I don't really know. Let's find out. Pretty even. Wow, even the heavy didn't do that great. My infantry are starting to run a little thin, aren't they? I feel like I might want to build another wave. Bring them in as reinforcements. Oh, hold up. I can start capping stuff. Hold the phone. But yeah, as I was saying, this seems like another map where a lot of air power might be the answer. Though having said that, another heavy tank might not be a bad idea either. Though, honestly, I feel like I might want more air superiority more than anything. And maybe another light for the lander. And one more duder. We still have, in no way, shape, or form, gained total control over the Central Islands. Not at all. Look at all this stuff he still has, and he's still bringing in a steady stream of reinforcements. I mean, we're winning, we're gaining control, but it's by no means definitive yet. This is why I want more fighters. He still has too many air units that are just buzzing around, making life difficult for my poor ground units. Jeez, so much stuff! Okay. You know, the beginning, just the very beginning of Mr. Yamamoto's theme makes me think a little bit of Jess's theme. That sort of cool-sounding techno vibe that it starts out with. There we go. Let's inflict some real losses on units that actually cost something. And my cruiser can make his helicopters scared to go south. You're scared of his cruiser, so keep running away. Go ahead and finish this off just because it's irritating. Alright, 3 fighters should be enough to wrest control of the air away from him. I don't know if putting my infantry here where his tanks can shoot them has really been accomplishing anything except attriting my infantry, so maybe that hasn't been such a good play. I mean, it's not like they really have anywhere to go anyway, so it's not like I have to distract them with those infantry to keep them around for my bombers to eventually blow them up. Speaking of which, I want another bomber, please. You're gonna take a while to repair. You can probably one-shot this light, I imagine. Yes. You should be able to finish this off. Yes. Alright, looking good, looking good. Still an absolutely terrifying amount of stuff being built on his island, but we're slowly winning the battle for control of the Central Island, and once it's ours, it's purely a cleanup operation after that. Interesting choice going for that instead of the bomber. Wouldn't have been my choice, but it was his. His striker is giving my bombers dirty looks. Oh, is that another battleship? Lovely. Just what I didn't need. Get me another one. There, that takes care of that. That takes care of that. Didn't quite finish off anything, unfortunately. Heavy, doing work, but I didn't quite finish anything. Can you guys finish this? Yeah! Well done, troops. Nice. Getting it done. How are you doing fuel-wise? Pretty good. And you're doing okay. You've still got some repairing to do because you were nearly dead. There, reinforcements have arrived. And now we just dropped off an infantry squad. What next? What next? Where are my other transport choppers? I should have 3, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, they're all accounted for. Looks like I'm going to want another couple of guys for them. And that's another turn. Got in about 15 minutes to wrap this up. It's looking unlikely. This may be a two-parter, where the second part is just a big cleanup operation. Oh, right. I was just talking about how the one thing that cruisers can do besides sink subs is destroy helicopters, and here I was just completely ignoring its existence with my T-copter there. Herpaderp. Oh well, he did just kind of offer it up as a sacrifice to my bomber, so advantage me in terms of economic comparisons. Economic trade-offs. Yes, more subs, that's what you need. Well done, Billy. Bombers just are not as good at killing ships as you'd imagine them to be. It's interesting. Oh, you already have a dude, huh? Fair enough. Actually, you're gonna carry him farther. Ah, I can't finish off anything all of a sudden. I think severely weakening that one was the better play. Oh, hold up. Okay, you're full strength. Alright, one-shotted the striker. Beautiful. Charge, men. Charge. How are you guys doing fuel-wise? 77, 56. Go ahead and refuel. Alright, I think we've pretty decisively taken control of the air over this center island. I think it's fair to say that. Sure would speed things up if I could build at these airports, wouldn't it? Grumble, grumble, grumble. Definitely my least favorite mechanic of Super Famicom Wars. No question there. Man, battleships are annoying. Oh, great. He's bringing in more reinforcements, build more strikers. I think our incomes should be even out once I control the entire central island. Yeah, right now he's still making more income than me, but that should no longer be true once the whole central island is mine. Then I should have the income advantage. And then when I have both an income advantage and vastly superior units, my victory will be inevitable. You might as well throw your life away. Just get you out of the way. Because I kind of want to move the bomber up here to attack this, so that I can then join my bombers on the next turn. That should be a quick way to restore their effectiveness, which has definitely been attrited. Is that pronounced attrited or attrited? I've actually never heard that word pronounced. I should look up the pronunciation. You just took a beating from the battleship, so go repair. Oh, 2 fighters to 6, huh? Actually, I should have just joined them. Quick way to fix that. Yeah, 5 versus 9 is not going to go great for us, but yeah, not at all. Alright, you're finally repaired. That took a while. Boy, this poor cruiser. I actually kind of feel sorry for it. We just ganged up on that thing. Curb stomped it. Never mind how you curb stomp something out in the open ocean. We did it somehow. Alright. How's my sub doing? Well, getting repaired. I'll send it out to do battleship hunting once it's at full. I think we're already in inevitable victory territory, but there's still a lot of work to do, for sure. A lot of work to do. Oh wow, that was brutal. Okay, okay. If anything, strikers seem better at killing ground units than fellow air units. A little better at the bomber part than the fighter part in the whole fighter-bomber multi-role. Yeah, he's contesting control of this island pretty hard, as you'd expect him to, because quite obviously controlling the Central Island is key. So he's not going to just give it to us. But the writing's on the wall. We're going to win eventually. I do like the sheer power of Mr. Yamamoto's units. It's quite impressive. Why did I move my fighter there instead of attacking the striker? Why? Why did I do that? That was a brain fart if ever there was one. I was even thinking when I saw it, like, alright, move the fighter in and kill it. But then that's not what I did. So, well done. Well done to me. Ugh, okay. Well... certainly doesn't go any faster, this cleanup, when we make mistakes like that, but what can you do? Just irritate him. We'll soon control the Central Island. All we have to do now is capture the cities and resist whatever additional landings he does. Ah, I can still get at it with one of my fighters. Good. Beautiful. Didn't I have two light tanks here? Oh, there's the other one. Well, there's no sense joining them when one's at 10 hit points. Alright, let's get another couple fighters, I think. I really, really want to maintain that air superiority. Oh good, that fighter was already hurt, so it wasn't able to do much. Now that sure is a heavy, but my bombers will deal with it. Are you a full? Yeah. Alright, we need to deal with some situations here. Like this one. Get out. You need to be dealt with. Wow! They one-shotted a heavy. Do not underestimate Mr. Yamamoto's bombers, I guess. Okay, we did 5 that time. Not bad. Couldn't finish it, though. Alright, soon the Central Island will be ours. You're low on fuel, so better refuel. Ditto for you. Alright. We definitely control the Central Island now. How are you doing fuel-wise? Pretty good. You must have just been on that airport. Not really any need to build more ground reinforcements for this theater, I don't think. Now I think it's just a matter of building tons and tons of air units so that we can overwhelm his eastern island. I think that's the name of the game now. Focus entirely on air. That said, I think we're going to have to call it soon. Maybe another turn or two. Okay. Oh, that was real eventful, wasn't it? I think I'll send my sub to intercept his sub to the north. I don't know if we're going to win by a routing victory or a domination victory, but if it's going to be by route, I can't have a spare or stray submarine sailing around on me. Sure. Yeah, go up there and deal with them. Yeah, this is honestly a lot more stuff than I even needed to build, but better to overcook it than undercook it. And you, I don't know, just hover here, I guess. Chill out. You too. Take care of the lander. Well, naval units are just durable, I guess. Considering how expensive they are, that's fair enough. Grrr. Get out of here. Wow, yeah. Bombers aren't great at killing landers either. Maybe once I control the center island, I'll call it an episode and leave a final invasion of the eastern island for next episode. Because I have a feeling that might be bloody, or it might go real fast. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see. Alright, yeah, you got kind of messed up. Alright, I'll have you repair there. That's fine. Anything else going on? Nope. And because we're Mr. Yamamoto, there's no question that in a one-on-one fight, our sub will beat his. So once I get my sub up there... Now that was cheeky of you, sir. Very irritating. That said, you did just throw away a 26,000 credit unit just to damage my bomber. Granted, you're going to take it out of action while it flies back to repair, but Ultimately, you accomplish nothing except a minor delay. Yes, heavy tank. That will save you. Well done. Get wrecked. Excellent. And yeah, you got kind of messed up, so I guess you better go back for repairs. Bomber gets priority over you. Sorry, buddy. You can refuel. I could have these bombers start messing stuff up. Let's see. The only anti-air he has right now, I think, is this missile up here, and they're well out of its range. Right? Three to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Yeah, so I can start messing up this lander here. It'll take forever, because it'll repair almost as fast as I kill it, but the idea is there. Should I finish off this one? Probably. Alright, yeah. I've decided I'll definitely just finish seizing control of the Central Island, and then we'll call it an episode. So, still a couple minutes to go. There we go. You ever gonna move that that missile there? Okay, sure. There you go, kid. Hope you feel better. Sacrificing your B-copters to harass my infantry. I think he's basically just throwing a temper tantrum at this point. Because even with all Daddy's money, he still didn't win. Well, don't feel bad, kid. Mr. Yamamoto's very overpowered in his own way. His submarine was too cowardly to fight mine, but that's fine. We'll initiate the battle. There we go. Look at this stream of bombers coming in. Kill the heavy. Or severely damage it. That's the case. You know, maybe I will finish it this episode. I know I keep changing my mind, but we're so close, really. I'm sure it's going to take a little while longer, but what would be the point of having like a 10 or 20 minute episode just to finish this map? That would be kind of silly. Oh, I was not paying attention to your fuel. Well, rest in pieces, I guess. But yeah, when we're this close, we might as well just finish the job, right? Oh, right. I was sending you back for repairs because you got wrecked. I forgot all about that. Like a genius. Should probably build some occasional fighters too, because you know he's going to keep on building air units to do something about my giant bomber fleet. The AI is smart enough to figure that much out anyway. Oh, right, you're the one who's going to crash. A salute for you, pilots. Bomber crew. I should move a bomber up there to kill his missile, just so that I can freely move around on the northern side of his island with my iron units. Oh, right, he can also build battleships, of course. Boom. There we go. Excellent. Also excellent. Can you... Oh, right, you're the super damaged one. Maybe I should send you down there to join with the one at 8 hit points. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, so here should be... Well, it would be safe if I could get there. Right, and his battleship is a problem. And that's in range of the missile. Well, you know what? We can't be afraid of taking losses. You know, I could start moving my lander in so I can land some ground forces on his island. There's no reason not to do that. And now the continuous stream of bomber reinforcements gets ever closer. I could try landing some guys too with my T-copters. They'll probably just get shot down, but it'll be fun. Well, I don't know, they might not. After all, the only thing he's got is this missile. How are you doing fuel-wise? Fine, fine, fine. Okay. Tell you what. If nothing else, we'll hover them over his airfields to prevent him from building stuff. You can cheekily be in the minimum range of that missile. You too, actually. Oh. We could also start shooting these down once the missile's dead. That just now occurred to me. I guess there's no reason for you not to move closer. This is going to be a long video. This is going to be like a 2-hour video. Enjoy. I knew that fighting against Billy Gates would be a long one. There was never any doubt that that would be the case. Interesting choice. Again, would not have been my choice, but it was his. Not that there's any choice that will save him. Did he just block me from getting at his missiles with my bombers? I really should prevent him from landing there, because it's very annoying with the continuous reinforcements he keeps landing. Yeah, I can't get at his missiles at all. Well, that's incredibly annoying. I'll start bombing a path to him. Oh, that was more effective than I was expecting, to be honest. There, no air units for you from that. Thank you for offering up this sacrifice. Now, if I put a fighter there, his missile will just shoot it down. So, on the other hand, it'll shoot at a bomber otherwise, so why not? There, I'll start putting my air units over his factories to prevent him from building quite so much stuff. I wish that the number of cities was set up such that if you control every city on the Central Island, you'd get a domination victory. That would be great. Would save the hassle of having to storm the final island. Yeah, these guys will just die horribly. If not the copters, the guys I try to drop off certainly will, but it'll be fun. Boom. Again, interesting choice. I would be more concerned with the air units ravaging my island, but you do you, Billy. Okay. What can I do about this missile? He's still completely surrounding it. I almost would think it's intentional. Protecting it like this. You only have 4 HP, so you can't accomplish much. Frustrating. The one thing that can reach it is too damaged to do anything. Fine. Damage the battleship. Gosh, it's gonna take us forever to kill that. I should try to prevent more of these very annoying landings. There, this is cheeky. It'll get on his... What? I'd have sworn you had a dude. Did I never load you with a dude? Did I hallucinate loading you with a dude? What the heck? This one has a dude. I guess I meant to put one on the other and didn't? I guess that must be the case. Whatever. Whatever. So frustrating. You're the one guy who could be useful, but you're too damaged. Can you do 1 damage to the battleship? Yes, okay. That's something anyway. There, more targets if nothing else. He really doesn't want me capping that last city. There's no way he's not being intentional about protecting his missiles. That has to be deliberate at this point. Yeah, although he can't completely protect it. Although if he doesn't put any of his infantry in front of it, maybe he's not. Okay, he could have moved an infantry in front of it and didn't, so there's that. Another of my bombers crashed. Alright, maybe you can finish it. Good. Good. That's progress. He did just build an AA, so that could be an issue. Just die. There, no more landings. I mean, honestly, this guy would so obviously just get instantly killed when I drop him off. What is even the point? You didn't even have a guy. I thought you did. You're still useless. There. Be a target for the anti-air, I guess. At least I can reinforce my bombers with one per turn. That's pretty good. Let's get two at once this time. I think I've got plenty of fighters. Yeah, look at them all. Though I'm sure a lot of them are going to crash at some point. He really doesn't want me capping that. It's actually frustrating at this point. I just want to get it. Yeah, so light tank and artillery are what you need. Good call, Billy. Unbelievable. Can't finish off anything. There we go. All right, you're the nearly dead one. You might as well fuel up. It's not critical or anything, but... You too. I should probably have them stop at some of these airports on their way over, just so that they arrive with more fuel. Seems reasonable. What are you guys doing on hit points? You could use some healing. Oh, right, and I still need to capture this. It would be pretty funny if that actually does get me a domination victory. As usual, I haven't counted it out or anything, so who knows, maybe it does. I doubt it. The game's not that nice. It's so annoying. I'm really looking forward to finishing off that battleship. Oh my god. I stopped preventing that. Billy, this is very poor sportsmanship. You're just trolling me now. This is absolutely just trolling. I'm gonna park a bomber right on top of this port so you can't build anything else from it. Get out. Oh, you two could join. And yeah, you go ahead and stop at that airport. More bombers. Now we're arriving with 1.5 bombers per turn. If that doesn't eventually overwhelm him, nothing will. You're never going to heal on that, because infantry don't heal on ports. There. There, you'll never get out of that port, so you'll never be able to build anything up from it other than that lander. Get screwed. We are approaching the 2-hour mark. What an episode. I did quite enjoy that big battle for the center island. It was a lot of fun back and forth there, and the contrast of Billy's ability to unit flood versus Mr. Yamamoto's really overpowered elite units was a fun compare-contrast. And in the hands of a smart opponent and not the relatively unintelligent AI, although when you consider it's running on an SNES processor, the AI in this game is not bad. It's not terrible by any means. But not as good as a good human opponent, obviously. And had I been fighting a good human opponent, that would have been really tough. So it is still hard to say whether it's Mr. Yamamoto or Billy who's the stronger CO, I think. Not an easy call indeed. Domination? No, of course not. Of course not. Alright, I'm going to drop off a couple of heavy tanks on his island and see what he thinks of that. Not to mention the swarm of bombers just blowing up everything in sight. I'm sure he's thrilled about that. Just about at the point where I really could drop some guys off. At least to the south I can. Start capping some things. Maybe we will get that domination victory. We'll see. Anything else I can do for now? I don't think so. Oh, right. Move my bombers forward. Didn't even notice that battlecopter. More targets for my fighters. Oh, I moved off the thing that I had sitting on the port, and he built a cruiser of all things. All right, fine. Have your cruiser. Enjoy. There we go. I think we'll get that route victory relatively soon, hopefully. grief, that cruiser's not going to be easy to kill. There, we can drop a guy off now, and I don't think he'll get insta-killed. Honestly, you can build more troublesome things from the port, so hover over that. Alright, how are we looking? Pretty good, I think. It's been quite the storming of this final island. Some people would say sieging the island, which, first of all, I believe the proper way to say that is laying siege to. And secondly, people use the word sieging to mean launching a big assault, but that's not what it means. Laying siege to something means you surround it and cut off their access to supplies, so you try to starve them out. When you're launching a big attack, you're assaulting something or storming it, not sieging it. Just, you know, to be pedantic. Because I like doing that. Yeah. Oh, another guy ran out of fuel. Well, that's why we have the endless stream of reinforcements. Okay, that's not what I intended to target. I thought that when I hit right, it was going to target the AA. It did not. Whatever. Now, this troublesome lander. Is going to make things a little annoying to deal with. Give it up, Billy. It's so obviously over. In what universe could you possibly think you're going to come back from this? I know, maybe the enemy is going to magically retreat all his forces for 50 turns and build nothing and give me a chance to regroup and rebuild a huge army with which to fight back. Yes, keep fantasizing, Billy. Almost there. And we lose another one to fuel. But again, that's why the endless stream. Oh, this already has a guy? Yeah. Alright. Domination victory. Good. Didn't have to finish off that lander. Banzai, indeed. Wow, Billy Gates, I knew that fighting you would be a slog because of your insane ability to crank out units, and I was correct. It's going to be a while before we fight Billy Gates again for that reason. Holy crap, that's long. Oh, boy. That was fun, though. I enjoyed it, even if it did kind of drag on. So, what's up next? I'm not sure if we've even looked. Oh, that's a small map, where the enemy actually has quicker or more ready access to more properties than we do. So it looks like starting with map 7, the terrain advantage starts to shift from us to the enemy. Purely ground combat, no ports, no airfields. So, how are we going to tackle this one? I'm not sure yet. One thing that I will say is I'm going to save fighting the really tough enemy COs, which is Caroline, and then to a much greater extent Billy and Mr. Yamamoto, for probably the final stretch of maps here. Maybe I'll do... and I mean fighting them with weak COs, not fighting them with a fellow strong CO. So I think that I'll pick a weak CO and fight maybe Caroline on 12, Billy on... or no, excuse me. Caroline on 13, Billy on 14, and then Mr. Yamamoto on 15, and kind of create this escalating ramp of sort of boss battles kind of thing. And leading up to that, for maps 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I think, are the ones we haven't done yet. No, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. For that cluster, we're probably going to... I mean, maybe I'll fight Caroline a time or two, but we're mostly going to stick with the weaker batch of COs against each other, I think. But maybe I'll start turning Fog of War on more, because I struggle a little bit with Fog of War. So I think, yeah, maybe next is going to be Fist Peninsula with Fog of War. I'm going to pick one of the weakest COs and fight against, like, I don't know, maybe Yuan Delta, the 3-star, whose AI is presumably better, but without having any awesome special abilities. I think we'll do something like that. Alright, so that's going to do it for this one. This has been a long enough video as it is, but I enjoyed that one. So I'll see you next time for some more Super Famicom Wars goodness.